welcome to another episode of I Shake My Head with Lisa and Sam.
Hello, friends of the podcast.
Hello, everybody.
Samantha.
Lisa.
What the hell has
Well,
happened?
I believe my fat girl down prediction happened not quite the same way I would have anticipated.
No, well, you know what? Don't call it fat girl down, right? Because, I mean, shit happens, right? And people have slips, they have falls, they have accidents, right? So tell us what I want to hear. You were only able to text so much while you were in the ER.
Yeah, because I only had so much battery.
But which was funny because you actually had a lot of battery.
I did have a lot of battery, but because my phone is old, so it chews it up pretty quick. And I kept scouting where my next plug-in could be.
So the moral of the story is get a new phone.
The moral of the story is 3 months from now, I might get a new phone.
No, that's not the moral, right? Right? You can order them online.
Yes, I know. That's the beauty of it all.
You should just treat yourself to a new phone.
Yes.
All right. So tell us. So you're going to work on Saturday and
I'm walking down a set of stairs. I decided that apparently I wasn't mind on task, eyes on task.
Oh, I've been there.
And my foot caught on the carpet, my boot.
Yeah.
And I decided to miss the last 2 steps of the flight of stairs. I landed on the second floor landing and heard the crack.
Heard the crack. Now,
I actually heard the crack.
Now, did you ever worry that the crack was you or versus the floor?
No, I knew it was me.
Okay.
The one good thing is apparently I didn't hit my head going down.
Yes.
I didn't. My whole left side hit the floor first.
Good.
And
not good, but good, right?
Yeah, I jammed my middle finger of my right hand.
Uh-huh.
So that was exciting.
So that type of an injury makes me think you're trying to copy me a little.
Yeah, it definitely looks like your finger.
Right? Because remember, I had that bad finger from years ago. My trip and fall, I didn't break anything, but it was completely not eyes on task, mind on task. It was make coffee or buy coffee, make coffee, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So, no, apparently the better option would have been actually having a slip and fall outside.
Yeah, for sure.
When I was talking to the nurses, when I finally got to talk to people, they were like, "Oh, so it's really icy outside. You slipped outside?" No. Oddly enough, no.
Oddly enough,
I fell down a flight of stairs in my apartment building.
Anybody?
And they just looked at me like, "Oh," and I'm like, "Oh, look at me, anomaly."
Right. Anybody see you?
Yes. People from the third floor were coming down the stairs, and that's when I was trying to figure out how I was going to get to the ER. And they're like, "Oh, can we help you?" And there was 2 people and a dog. And I'm like, "Well, you're not coming past me. So you're going to have to go out the other way."
You're going to have to go around me.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Hey.
Yeah. So now I'm at my parents' house.
Right. You're at Shea Sperling.
I'm at Shea Sperling. I'm in a tiny bedroom.
It's kind of like a bed and breakfast type of thing.
It is a little bit. And I get 2 servants.
Nice. Nothing wrong with that.
Because really, honestly, you don't realize how you are balanced on 2 feet and how much you can carry and not carry when you're having to hang on to crutches or like a walker thing.
Right. Do you have a walker?
I have a walker. Mom had a walker because remember she broke her ankle too.
Yeah.
And crutches. So I'm kind of trying to do both.
I like the walker.
The walker it is easier. Yeah. Actually, the walker.
Crutches are awkward. Hey,
they hurt.
You know what I think? Well, that, right. And are you doing what's the old face cloths under your armpits thing?
No.
Oh, that's what they used to do, right? They'd take face cloths and put it where the part goes under your arms.
Yeah.
Because
it does. I don't know. But yeah, so that's fun. And I discovered the world of Tylenol with codeine, so that's slightly better.
There you go. Well, hopefully you'll get your surgery and be on the mend soon.
Yeah, that would be nice. I learned today that there's a list.
I'm sure there's a list.
The lady called me back and she's like, "I will call you as soon as I get the list. And if you're on that list, you'll get my phone call before or just after 5.
So every day you got to wait.
I'm not on the list.
You're not on the list. You didn't make the list.
I didn't make the list.
You did not make the list.
What is a girl gotta do to make a list?
Maybe you gotta break like an ankle and and an arm.
No, don't suggest.
No,
don't
I'm just
suggest.
saying, right?
Don't suggest.
I'm just saying.
Because they x-rayed my finger, my knee, and my ankle.
Yeah.
And all I thought was that would be fun if the finger was broken, because this is my writing hand.
Remember when I had a cast on my finger?
Yes.
And nobody thought, everybody's like, oh, they'll never put a cast on. Remember? And I came back and I'm like, look who's got a cast.
Yeah.
Right?
So, yeah, no,
Crazy.
all fun and games. I have a temporary cast.
Yeah.
That's all exciting.
I want you to get a boot. Get a boot.
Oh, I get the boot after, not when you get it first. Okay. I'm going to get screws. I'm finally, everybody says you got a screw loose. Well, apparently I'm getting screws to make that all better.
You're getting screwed, Samantha.
I'm getting screwed.
You're going to get screwed during the COVID.
Yes, but life is life.
Such is life.
Such is life.
Such is life, right?
Uh-huh. But I think we have bigger things to talk about, though.
Well, you know what, Samantha, before we move on to our bigger things, I just want to say I'm thankful that you weren't more hurt than what you are.
Me too.
Right?
Because
I think you'd be unbearable.
Yes. Well, I think I already am a little slightly unbearable.
I think you might be.
John, on a couple of occasions, has mentioned that I am in a bad mood.
Yeah. And guess what? You know what? What I learned, if I may share, what I learned from my heart attack was that thou shalt not take it out on innocent bystanders. That only wants good for you.
Yes, I'm doing my best.
Maybe, you know what? Sometimes you gotta just try a little harder.
You know what? I'll take it under advisement.
Yeah, raise the bar, right? Remember, right? We don't lower the bar to us. We raise the bar. We raise the bar,
just
Samantha.
Fuck it.
I'm just saying.
And I'm rediscovering all my swear words as well.
Oh, nice. I'm sure your aging parents are happy. Right?
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, you know what? Let's put you back on the shelf. They're going to put Humpty Dumpty back together and you'll be just fine. You'll be as good as new.
It'll all be good. But I really feel we need to talk about it, Lisa, because I feel like our listeners are waiting for your take.
Samantha. Oh my goodness, right? So I was like on the fence, right? Do I watch? Don't I watch? Do I watch?
Yeah.
Don't I watch, right? Because you know where my loyalty lies, right? My loyalty is with my girl, the queen.
Yes.
Always. But I watched and I tried to be open-minded.
Oh, did you?
Yes, of course.
That's a switch.
It wasn't easy. Wasn't easy, right? Okay, okay, how about you tell me what you thought?
No way. I'm way more interested in you.
Okay, so
and if Annette has any, she's like, I'm waiting for Lisa.
She's waiting for Lisa. All right, Lisa's gonna weigh in on the interview.
She's waiting for you.
Well, first off, I'm surprised. I'm pretty sure I missed Oprah's call today because I think Oprah wants to interview me to see what my take is. So, you know what? Here's my take. Okay. A couple things, right? So my first take was I think that she's a better actress than what she's ever been given credit for. Right? I really, really do, right? I really think she is a good actress.
Yes.
I think that she's very schooled in all of that. And I think that came in handy for her.
Yes.
My first issue was when Oprah brought up the whole, did Kate make you, or you made Kate cry?
Yes.
Right? And then she kind of stammered around and she was like, again with the good, oh, I'm so torn. What do I do? Do I spill it? Do I not spill it? Oh, woe is me. A lot of woe is me, I felt.
Yeah.
And she's like, you know what? I would never ever do this to Kate, but I'm going to do this to Kate. Right? And that's how I found that she really was, right? Was I would never ever do this to somebody, but I'm about to do this to somebody.
Yes.
And I don't love that in a person to start off with, right? Let alone with Kate. I think that, I don't know. Like I wanted to be okay, but I really felt that my buddy Clay Aiken, remember Clay Aiken?
Yeah.
He summed it up best on Twitter and he said, he said, the new sporting event for 2021 is called victimizing. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so true, right? Because that's really
brave of him to say. Everyone's on their side, right? Like everyone
yes.
that has watched it and has a voice side. Has decided to talk about it.
Yeah.
is on the side of Harry and Meghan. And you know what? Choose your sides. You can do that. That's the beauty of having an opinion.
And again, right, there's another side that nobody's heard.
I feel like there's some missing pieces of information.
There is.
That I think we're only hearing one side of the story and not the other. And no offense, why am I hearing this at all? This is a family dispute.
It is,
This
right?
has got zero to do with me. This has zero to do with the world.
This is some dirty laundry.
This is family. This is family squabbling and family issues.
Yeah. So my thing that first off got me a little enraged was when she was going on and on about how Archie wasn't going to be entitled to his title.
Yes.
Right? And she was very adamant. And again, it's funny, right? Because she wants people to believe that she's not in this for any of those type of things. However, if I could be, I'd be mad that he wasn't going to get his title anymore.
Yes.
So I was like, I sent you a text and I'm like, here's what people don't know. Great-grandchildren do not come with a title.
No.
Prince William's kids come with a title because they are direct heir to the throne.
Yes.
Right? And I'm like, so Kate, or not, sorry, so Meghan, like learn your stuff, please. Right? Before we start bad-mouthing people, you need to look at the playbook. Mm-hmm. Right? Well, you need to look at the rules.
They didn't feel very supported, and that's why they decided to leave. And no offense, like the British press was really horrible.
Absolutely, right? I wouldn't take that away from them. I'll give them that.
Yeah. That wasn't very nice.
Do I think that she was living in the fishbowl of Princess Diana? Absolutely not. Come on, people. Come on.
Okay, so you don't. Okay, so
Princess
this is
Diana, she ain't.
Okay, so this is the problem of having watched The Crown.
Right.
The problem is that you see in The Crown, fictitiously, the family having issues with how popular Diana became.
Yes.
Right? And Diana remained popular even when she was divorced from Charles.
Yes, because she was the queen of people's hearts.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I feel like history was repeating itself.
But Meghan was never the queen of hearts.
No, but Meghan had good intentions.
I think in the beginning.
The public really did like her.
Yes,
regardless
I agree.
of whatever the tabloids and the British press were doing to her.
Yeah.
The common people quite enjoyed her.
Yeah.
And I think the royals had a bit of a flashback.
They may have had
to
a bit
the
of a
Diana
flashback.
days.
They
right?
may have. I
feel like they're I think they're a little insecure.
No, I disagree. They're not insecure, Samantha. No, I think.
So I must preface this with the only thing I have to go on is I watched The Crown season 3.
You watched The Crown season 3. Exactly, right? So
what
again.
What the hell do I know? I know nothing.
If you want to base it on The Crown season 3, Samantha, we could say that she drew a lot of parallels from her I Don't Want to Live.
Oh, yes.
That was seen in Crown season 3.
True that, Lisa.
Right?
Okay. But let's not make fun of mental health because that's
absolutely not. It's super. So, but it's a super serious thing that she was going through.
Yes.
Right? And I would never make fun of that because you know what? If that's how somebody feels, then you know what? That's horrible. I couldn't imagine. Mm-hmm. So I think it took a lot for her to talk about that.
Yeah.
And hopefully some good comes from that and maybe some healing.
For sure.
Right? And maybe some acknowledgement. What I didn't appreciate is I didn't like, don't tell me, Meghan Markle, Miss Actress from America, that you're going out on dates with Prince Harry and you're not Googling anything about the family. Come on, right?
I knew you were going to say that.
Come on. It's shit like that, Smith. I gotta say it as I say it. It's shit like that just makes me shake my head.
Oh, that's
right?
true.
Right?
Yeah.
Come on. I didn't know anything about them. Oh, yes, you did. If nothing, I get that America doesn't have the queen. I get that.
Yes.
But her mom is Canadian.
Oh, that's right.
Right. She did film and live in Canada for a while.
She did.
Right? And unless you're living under the rock, you have heard of the Queen. Right?
This is true.
I don't know. I think that if you're so traumatized by all the paparazzi, it's odd. Is it odd? Let me phrase it. Is it odd that you have this interview?
I don't know.
Because now what must life be?
Is it odd? Yes. Well, now they must be hounded, but now they have security because they've made a lot of money.
Well, and you know what? The thing is, and then again, that's another fact. And I know, friends of the podcast, hopefully you guys don't mind listening to this stuff about the interview. The other thing about the security.
I just got told by one of our listeners, Annette, who is the original OG fan of the podcast.
Yes.
She wants your take. So spill.
Okay. So
spill it, sister.
My other issue with the whole security thing is.
Yes.
Okay. Years and years ago, the monarchy reshuffled. Certain members of the family lost certain privileges. If you watched The Crown, you would have seen that happen to Princess Margaret.
Yes.
Princess Margaret, the Queen's sister, was all highfalutin, got all this stuff, and all of a sudden, one day that all changed, right? They had to make changes. The Queen started paying taxes.
Yeah.
Right? Some of her kids, they work and they make their own money. So you know what, Prince Harry, you can't have both. You can't have it both ways. You can't say we are going to be at one with the Queen when it's convenient for us, but yet we want all the support 24/7.
Yes.
Do you deserve to be safe? Absolutely. Then you know what, dude? Use your own money.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If I feel that my security is threatened and people are coming after me because I'm famous, then you know what? I'm gonna have to expense it. Right? I'm
expensing security.
I'm expensing security, right? I'm gonna have to expense that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think that I think the Queen, so what I will say is that as of this evening, Buckingham Palace has responded, and this is the first time that the Queen has actually ever really attached her name to responding to something. Usually they don't respond and they don't discuss their private business, right?
Yes.
So she has said that they're deeply saddened that this is how they felt. She also did get in her own little one-liner, which was, even though some of the recollections may vary.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I'm like, good for you, right? And I thought that was so important because I'm like, I have no doubt they probably do vary because there's two sides to every story.
You betcha.
Right? So I don't know. I'm just thinking, you know what? I still stand true. Did it need to happen while the Queen was alive?
Well, I'm just wondering why it happened now.
Right. Well,
like, why
I mean, if it was
because of
if it was because of the mental health issue, then the other thing though, I'm going to say shame on Harry because Harry completely admitted that he was embarrassed to tell his father that Meghan needed help.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, and she went looking for support, and apparently they were not very supportive.
Well, and I think again that's the firm, right? So the firm's like a business, right? They're advisors. So they are. So I think what people have to remember is that when they talk about the firm, they're not talking about the Queen and Prince Philip. Mm-hmm. I think they're talking about the advisors, right? It's the other people that make up the firm, right? So it's like the government, right? So the Prime Minister only has so much say. He has a lot of people that are giving him advice on what to, and what not to do, right?
Exactly.
You know, and I think that's important. So I don't know if it's the whole royal family that's in the doghouse. Did they handle things well? Probably not. It's a really dated society.
It is.
Right?
I think through all of this, maybe perhaps a bit of change needs to happen.
Absolutely. I think that it's an opportunity for them to maybe turn it into a positive thing.
Yes.
Right? And bring some awareness. I don't like throwing Kate under the bus. That's not a fan of that. Right? Weighty Katie. Nice. Nice. I never heard Weighty Katie before.
Oh, neither did I.
So I'm not sure how popular that was.
Oh my God.
So I don't know. Dear Meghan, I think the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress goes to you. I think the Oscar for best actress still goes to the Queen.
Yes. And I think he hasn't quite won the best supporting actor yet. I feel like he needs a few lessons still, but Harry's right up there as well.
He is, right? He is. So it was interesting.
But did you feel that Oprah asked the right kind of questions?
I feel that Oprah asked questions that she was asking. I don't think there was tough questions.
I think he looked uncomfortable a couple times.
I think he's uncomfortable with all of it. And I think that if his mother was alive, his mother would be heartbroken that this has happened. And not because of the fact that she would be thinking, oh, this is what happened to me. She really raised those boys to respect their role in the firm and in the family, right? And she raised them to, yes, you can do normal things and you can respect people outside of it, but it's really important to understand where you come from.
Okay, so then my question is, he kept saying, I have great respect for my grandmother.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So and then my question is, what is the point of the tell-all? What is the point of everything? Is it because they feel they needed to tell their side of the story? They needed to right some wrongs with rumors that weren't quite, like, apparently the Kate Middleton, she cried. It actually was Meghan who cried.
Yeah.
3 days
who cares?
Before the wedding.
Does anybody care about that?
No, not anymore.
Who cares?
But I'm just wondering, like, why now? Why before the birth of your second child?
Yeah.
Is it because you are now officially done with the Buckingham Palace thing? Because they are now officially out of royal duties and stuff?
Probably.
And now there's no longer any money. They get no support. No. Whatsoever, right? No.
But okay. I don't think that the Queen has said, and now I don't have a grandson, and washed her hands.
Well, I still feel this is a family issue.
I think it's still a family issue. I think his issue might be a little bit more with his father.
It kind of sounded like it. But I think it's rocky with William too.
Well, I think it has to be, right? William's got to be William.
Well, William has to be
the future king.
The future king.
Right? And that's all that needs to be said about that.
Yeah.
I don't think William doesn't do any wrong in my book.
But apparently here in Canada, people are like, get rid of the royals. We don't need them. I don't want to be part of the Commonwealth anymore. And they raised that point of view on a talk show today that we were watching.
Yeah, because that's so easy, right? That's the easy thing.
And it's like, it's not as easy as one would think to get out of the Commonwealth. And do we want to get out of the Commonwealth?
No, the Commonwealth does a lot of great things.
That's where we get our Constitution from. This is where all of our stuff comes from.
Exactly.
Right?
That's what gives Canada its uniqueness.
And no offense, being part of the Commonwealth, we are not told what to do by the Queen anymore.
No.
That's what we have the Prime Minister for.
She's a figurehead, right?
Exactly. So she is our head of state. So apparently someone took a poll and 50% of the people that were polled said that they would like to choose their head of state like America.
Like America.
And I'm like, awesome. Let's go to 2 parties. That's all you get.
That's all you get.
That's all you get. And let's go from there.
Yeah. You know, the Queen's just a figurehead. That's all it is. Right? It doesn't cost us very much money. Like when they come and do their stuff, it doesn't cost us a lot of money. You know, she's on our money. So it would cost a lot of money to change all our money.
Yes, it would.
Right?
You know what? It's like,
what harm is it? What harm?
This is what I think. Slow your roll.
Yeah.
Bring it down. Bring it down.
Slow it down.
Slow it down.
Right?
Bring it down.
Yeah.
Because it's like, 1, guys, none of our business. 2, their side of the story. Yeah. We don't know all the other sides of that story. They mentioned a lot of people. A lot of people.
Yep.
And I think, let's see how that pans out.
And you know what I think? I think that you know, they need to put their money where their mouth is. If they're this great of representation of good people, then let's see you be good people. I haven't seen you do a whole lot since you moved to America.
Well, apparently, even though they got the ties were broken with all the organizations in the UK and all the charities and things like that, they're still going to do the same kind of work with those different organizations and charities.
And that's awesome, right? So let's see you do that.
Let's see you do that.
Let's see you do it.
Let's put your money where your mouth is.
Yes. Let's see you do that. Let's see you just be good people.
And you know what? I wish them well. I hope they have a great, healthy, lovely baby.
Absolutely.
And it's a girl. That'll be fantastic.
Yes. And I hope her name's Diana, right? You want to stick it to the family. Harry, this is the thing. Dear Harry, you didn't need to leave. You just needed to have a baby girl and name her Diana. And then guess what? Harry wins. Mic drop. Boom. Right? And it's over because nobody else is brave enough to do that. Not first name Diana. Right? That's what you need to do, Harry.
That is totally true.
Right? So, dear Harry, Lisa feels you jumped the gun. Right? You rushed your text message.
Oh, yes. Oh my God. That's so funny.
Right? Oh my God. That's all you needed. It was just to have a baby girl named Diana.
There you go.
Right? And then you stop all this nonsense.
Should have talked to Lisa, Harry.
Right? Oh, God. What don't people get about that?
I don't.
Right? Yeah, you have a problem. You come to me. I'll help you. Right? Jesus, Harry. Like, don't you listen to the podcast? Haven't you learned by now?
I don't know. I don't think he does.
Right? Dear world, let me solve your problems.
She got it.
I'm just saying, right? I can fix it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Yes. Shall we move along?
Yes. And hopefully people are still with us.
Yes, they are with us. Excuse me. So Monday was International Women's Day.
Yes.
Lisa?
Did you feel empowered?
I did feel empowered.
Did you?
Yes, I did. Sitting on the couch with my leg up, elevated, wishing for stronger drugs.
Wishing for stronger drugs.
And I had a woman doctor at the ER, so I felt very empowered.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
So who do you think is your influential person in your life?
You know, other than the Queen, Anne Murray.
Seriously?
Yeah. Hi. Seriously, with Anne Murray, absolutely, 100% dead serious. Princess Diana, loved her to death.
Yes.
Right. And even though my husband would say, "Yeah, but look what happened, right? She liked men too much." Doesn't matter, right? A woman can like men.
Yes. She was flawed but fabulous.
Flawed but fabulous. Who else? I don't know. Who else? What about you?
You know, I like all the good ones.
Like, I love Maya Angelou.
Oh, I liked her.
Right?
I actually miss her in these times where she'd
always
just
need a good quote.
Well, she was just the calm in the storm.
Yeah.
She was always very calm and just sort of saw things the way they were, brought light to something when everyone was sort of running around.
That's so true, hey?
Yeah.
That's so true.
Oh, you know who I enjoy? I enjoy a good Dolly Parton.
Yeah, I enjoy a good Dolly Parton, for sure. I think nothing wrong with a good Dolly Parton.
I like Dolly.
Yeah. You know who else I think I used to really, really like, and now, of course, we don't see her anymore for, I guess it's health reasons, I'm assuming, and age, was Barbara Walters.
Yes. No more Barbara. Yeah, you haven't seen her for a while.
She old, eh? She old.
She is old.
But she always, she had some pretty good things to say, too.
Yeah.
You know, I think there's lots of great influential women.
Well, and then I enjoy a good Coco Chanel. So
There you go, right? Where would you be without a good Coco Chanel?
Well, because, you gotta like what you like.
Here's the thing, Samantha, right? Where would you be, since you wouldn't know where you would be without a good Coco Chanel, where would you be if I didn't say I have a new item for the Boom Baby Bakery?
Well, I would say that you are not doing your job very well.
Right? So you can't say that, because you ready for this? It's a new loaf.
Oh my God. Yes, in this world, we need another loaf.
Banana blueberry. Doesn't that just sound delicious? Banana blueberry. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the bananas and you're going to mush them in the bowl, right? With all the other stuff that goes into a good banana bread.
Okay.
And then you're going to add the fresh blueberries in. And then you're going to cook it. And voila.
Well, that's usually what happens when you put fruit into a loaf.
Yeah, so that's the new fruit, right? Nobody's doing banana blueberry.
No, they are not. Because
right?
I would say that would be an odd combination.
Well, don't knock it till you try it.
Well, it is just fruit.
I'm just saying, right? Just saying. That's going to be the new one at the Boom Baby Bakery and Cafe.
All right. It's going to be a hot one.
It's going to be super hot. People are going to be like, I'll take a piece of that.
But I have a question for you.
Okay.
I got Buttergate.
Why?
Well, apparently, Lisa, since you're a baker, and you should know this, but apparently your fictitious baking isn't affected by Buttergate.
Because I use margarine.
Because you don't use, because it's fictitious. It's not real.
It's because I use margarine.
Oh, okay. Apparently, butter isn't melting here in Canada.
Why?
They don't know.
Well, it melts in my pan.
No, you know how you could like take butter, like a hard butter from the fridge, set it out in like a couple hours, it'd be soft?
Yeah.
It's not doing that anymore.
That seems odd.
How are you handling that at your Boom Baby Bakery?
No,
Lisa?
the Boom Baby Bakery and Cafe, it's using margarine. It's a new test that we've been trying out for the last couple of years. We cook with margarine.
Test.
Basil.
Basil. You're cooking with basil.
Cooking with basil.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's still melting. It's still doing what it's supposed to do. Because now margarine tastes just like butter.
Because are you using, it's not, or what is that? What is that?
I can't believe it's not butter.
It's not butter.
No. I don't support Fabio. Right? If dude can't get his hair cut after all these years, he's not our spokesman.
Okay.
No.
Well, I was just wondering if you were, up on Buttergate, and I was like,
were you worried?
Let's talk to the owner of the not real Boom Baby Bakery.
No, but it is real. But it's just that we switched. So here's the thing. All right, if I must confess, Samantha, fine.
Okay. Yes, confess. Please confess.
So about a year ago, I did notice that the butter wasn't melting, and. And I thought, isn't this so odd that I take the butter out of the fridge?
You're so full of it.
And I put it in the bowl on the counter because I'm going to make a pie crust or something.
Yes, or something.
And when I go back to it, ready to get to work and get my business done, I noticed, I'm like, that butter's not melting. How am I going to handle this?
How are you going to handle that?
So
you switched to margarine.
I switched to basil. Right? And I avoided Buttergate.
Yes. Okay. Well, look at you. You are ahead of the curve, Lisa.
I'm really, really, really a real chef. Honest, I am. I am. I'm really a chef. I really, really am a real chef. I'm a real chef. I am a real chef. Now I'm arguing with a sound clip of me. How shitty is that, John Domingo? So that's so shitty. You're making me argue with me. I'm a real chef, you big jerk. I am a real chef. I avoided Buttergate. I just never told you because I didn't want you to be worried about it.
You know what? I would have been worried. So
I had it under control.
Perfect.
You didn't even notice.
No.
That's how good I was.
That's how slick you were.
That's how slick I was, Samantha. But you know what? There's bigger fish to fry.
Oh.
Although they're not fish.
No, they're not.
Pigeons. They're pigeons. Oh my God. This is okay. So here's the scenario. Right? It's nice and spring-like in Saskatoon, friends of the podcast.
Yes.
The Gibsons have their screen door open, right? To get a little fresh air in.
Woo!
And all of a sudden, can you make the sound, Sam? The pigeon sound? Thank you. We hear that. Mike, you would think he's the man from 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. He springs from the couch, opens the door, get out of here, launches that at the top of his voice.
Oh,
I'm sure the whole neighborhood could hear him. And then he comes back and he says to me, that's it. We're going to dangle CDs.
Okay.
Apparently, pigeons don't like CDs.
Because they're flashy. It's the from the sun. Yeah, I don't think that's going to scare them.
This is what I said to him. It's bad enough we live in the hood when we don't need to. Now you're going to dangle shit that people are going to see.
Yeah.
It's bad enough we can be judged from our garbage bins. Now they're going to pull up and go, what's with the CDs?
Lisa, I still have flashbacks of the balcony full of pigeons when Mom and I dropped off the bacon.
I know. Every day that I walk from my apartment to the car without a pigeon shitting on my head, it's a good day. It's a good day.
And you're very lucky because there is a whole lot of pigeons there.
Right? I'm like, for fuck's sakes. Yeah, and I said that. I said for fuck's sakes. Yeah. So mad at them. And then so mad at him.
Oh my God.
Right? We are not doing that. We're not doing that.
Oh, you're going to put up spikes on your balcony. I can just see it now.
Or buy a gun or something. One of us has to go. Right?
Oh my God.
Oh,
okay. So apparently you and my mother have the same Facebook feed. This is what I'm learning living with my parents now. Is you guys have the same Facebook feed because I never saw this, but apparently you can buy a portable toilet seat that attaches to the front wheel of your car.
Isn't that brilliant?
No, it is not brilliant.
Why?
Because as soon as I saw that, I thought, one, how sturdy is that? Two, you're peeing or pooping on the wheel of your car.
But then you're driving away from it.
No, because it's still staying on the wheel of your car. Then three, where do you have to park so people don't see you peeing on the side of your car?
They're going to see you because it's right on the front wheel.
Because there is no place you can hide that somebody ain't going to see that.
No, but that's fine, right? At least it's dignified.
No, it's not.
It's better than a squat.
And no offense to the person who decided to make this travesty. I don't think it would support something heavier than 50 pounds.
But I don't think it's meant for you to like plop down and like get comfy on it, right? I think it's just supposed to.
Then what's the point? Pop a squat. Pop a squat like you did when you were a teen and you were out in the bush drinking and you needed to go pee. You just went pee. You popped a squat. Oh my God.
What I wouldn't have done in my 20s for this contraption. Right? Right? And you know what? I get it, right? You pop a squat and then you pretend,
squat.
I think I wiped, but I don't think I really wiped. And
you're not wiping when you're going pee in the bush. You're too drunk to care if you pee, if you wiped your butt.
This is more dignified. This is more dignified.
Oh my God.
Do you remember last summer when we were driving home, remember, and you're like, you really had to go to the bathroom? I'm like, you may have to go on the side of the road.
Oh, yes. Well.
And you were like, I'm not. I'm like, just do it. Just do it. Just do it.
No.
You wouldn't do it. And you wouldn't do it.
No.
No, you held your pee.
Yes, I did.
You held your pee. Oh my God. Okay. Are you ready for this? Well, I don't know. Maybe now that you're off and you're convalescing, maybe you're watching. Are you watching General Hospital?
No.
Okay. You need to. All hell has broke loose.
In what way, Lisa?
Every way possible. Maxie didn't get married. Right? Peter's a killer. Right? Anna lied. Finn might be Chase's dad. Right? Jackie Templeton slept with Finn. Oh. Oh my God. It's too much.
It's too much.
We watch it every night while we eat supper, and every night I say to Mike, I just wish it was 2 hours. That's how good it is right now.
I don't understand someone as yourself that gets involved in a soap opera.
So involved.
I think if people were to look at you, they'd be like, you like soap operas?
That would be like that'd be my number one secret that nobody would ever suspect, eh? It would completely be. Yeah. And not even that I just like soap operas, that I PVR it and look forward to watching it, and then I get mad that it's only 1 hour long.
And the fact that your husband watches it too.
We both watch it. So if you thought it was odd that I liked them, even a little weirder that he likes them.
A little bit.
He'll claim that he doesn't, but yet he's watched them for 20 years with me.
Are you kidding? My parents are totally involved with a show called The Gold Rush. I don't know that one. They watch this other show about.
Oh, is that the where they're trying to like sift for gold? They're looking for the
in the Yukon,
and they're never gonna find that gold.
And my mom is totally enthralled with the legend of Oak Island or something.
Of Oak Island, okay, yeah.
Like, what the hell?
That's funny.
You just never know.
You just never know. What's behind the facade, right? That's exactly it. So Samantha, super busy month, with sports in the Gibson household.
Well, fake fan. She's busy.
Yeah. So what do we got starting next week?
Basketball.
What type?
College.
And who's playing?
Colleges.
All of them. Close. You're still doing okay. And who do the Gibsons cheer for?
Oh shit.
Hasn't changed.
Oh, I don't know.
Michigan.
Oh, I knew it started with an M.
Michigan.
I was going to say Montana.
Michigan. So Michigan won the Big Ten, right? So they're doing really, really, really good. So Sunday is the start of it all. March Madness. Madness.
Are you doing that that thing you did with Michelle's husband and her?
I hope to. Yes, because Bryce.
He won, right?
Yeah, he won. He won.
And he doesn't know a thing.
The only difference, right? So I feel that I know a little bit. Mike knows a lot, but I said to Mike, we're going to have to get Bryce in on this. And Mike's like, and because Michigan's a really, really, really good team this year, yes. Mike's like, I'm just picking Michigan. He goes, so that's my pick for it all. So he's not being that much fun with it. So it just might be me and Bryce.
Okay.
But that's fine. As long as Bryce does most of the work. That's okay. I'll talk to the HHG about that, right?
Okay.
And then we got the Jays, right? The Jays are still doing good. They beat the Phillies in spring training over the weekend.
Oh.
Convincingly.
Interesting.
Convincingly.
This could be a good season. Get your pipes warmed up, Johnny.
Right? I'm feeling it. Might just be it might be like a TikTok or something.
Oh, might be a TikTok.
With some actions or something like that, like a dance. I don't know. We'll have to think about that.
Shut the fuck up, man. Right? Don't use me against me.
Right? Exactly.
Okay, but speaking of all the fun things in spring, apparently there's a new spring hairstyle.
Oh.
Lisa?
Yes?
All this old shit's coming back.
Oh.
Guess what it is?
What is it?
It's called a soft serve mullet.
I am going on record. I do not support anything to do with the mullet.
It is business in the front, short, sort of a pixie style, and it's long in the back.
Wow.
Potty in the back, business in the front, potty in the back.
No, and it's for girls?
It's for girls. I saw a picture. Miley Cyrus is already sporting it.
That. Okay,
no, I'm not doing
that.
Miley Cyrus is sporting it. Other people are, apparently Rihanna is doing the same thing.
But okay, I saw Miley Cyrus. She looked a little like Leather Tuscadero.
Yes, she is.
So is that kind of what it looks like?
They're going back. It's going back.
A little like the leather.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not doing it. You know what? People, I'm keeping my skinny jeans. I'm parting my hair however the hell I want.
I part my hair on the side. That's just how it goes.
So you do you, boo. I don't give a shit. But
that's kind
of
funny.
Do not expect me to get excited about seeing a mullet on a woman.
Never, ever, ever.
Miley Cyrus, she pulls it off.
But you know what? Okay, so one woman out of the world of women.
She's pulling it off. Well, okay, but Joan Jett in the back in the day.
Yeah, but that was back in the day. Nobody needs to pull it off
too.
Nobody needs to pull it off.
I just don't know if we need to see a whole shitload of that.
Right, like Pat Benatar pulled it off. I get that.
Yeah.
But no.
Okay, but anyways, that's just my opinion. I'm not doing it. I just thought everyone else should know. Soft serve mullet, here we come.
Oh. It sounds candy flossish.
It sounds weird.
It does sound weird.
It doesn't make sense. Anyways, apparently there has been some talk about the potato heads.
What is with the potato heads?
Okay, so apparently the Potato Head Company is simply making a Potato Head, but they are still keeping Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. Because if you get a potato head, you're going to stick the lips and the hair and the mustache and the hat on whatever you want.
Okay, but did it not originally, a couple of weeks ago when it first came out, was the first initial response that they were getting rid of Mr. Potato Head?
Yes, and then they went back and said, no. That's not what we're doing.
They're just adding a generic potato head.
Yes. So they're still keeping the Mr. and Mrs., but they're just adding a potato head.
And that's fine. I was a little worried, right? Because I'm like, why can we not keep them?
I felt like I found some information that I felt you needed.
So I needed that. Thank you. Because that's all I thought was, now you're going to take away them? We can't even keep the potato heads?
No. So it's okay. It's all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now if I buy a potato head, I just can do whatever the hell I want with it.
Well, you could originally with the other two as well. We're just throwing a third in for fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's a potato head. You do whatever you want with it.
I know. I'm just saying. I just didn't want them to take away Mr. and Mrs.
They aren't.
Okay, good. Good.
They are not. But here we come to Lisa's favorite part of the show. Guess who's got questions? Lisa's got questions. It's Lisa's Question Corner!
Samantha, do you ever wonder why they call it a gaggle of geese, but it's a flock of seagulls? All things that fly, pick one. Are you a gaggle? Are you a flock?
I don't know why it's a flock of seagulls and a gaggle of geese. Right? I mean, gaggle of geese sounds fun to say, and flock of seagulls just reminds me of
a bad 80s band. Right. But it's like they do that with like deer and moose or different things. Everything's different, right? Like why can't they just be if you fly, you're just like a flying something. You know what I mean?
You're asking everything to be the exact same thing.
Yeah, like why? Like, okay, a geese and a seagull, right? To me, there's not a whole lot of difference. They're somehow related. They're cousins somehow, maybe the third cousin. Why do they got to have their own special? No.
Roll it back.
Okay.
The seagull is not a third cousin. It's
a dirty cousin. No, it's your dirty cousin. You know what it is? It's your dirty cousin twice removed on your mom's side. That nobody remembered even existed.
Right.
But it's made a comeback.
And I believe the pigeon is the closest relative to the seagull. Yeah. And they too are several times removed.
They are. But yet they're still invited to the wedding, and every now and then for fun, they're like, hey, let's just go. And then there's the gaggle going, oh shit, it's them.
That flock of seagulls is around again.
I haven't seen that damn flock of seagulls since I was 12. Right, well, guess what? You shouldn't have invited us, gaggle of geese. Right? I'm just saying, right?
You shouldn't have invited me. Damn you.
Damn you, gaggle of geese. Take that. That'll teach ya. Right? I'm just saying, do you ever wonder? Those things I just wonder about. I'm like, why do they gotta have like their own...
Someone who had a lot of time on their hands decided to break it down for the animal world.
Yeah.
And decided to call a whole bunch of geese a gaggle and a whole bunch of seagulls a flock.
Yeah. Because I think seagulls, right, who, you know what, they're not like our favorite thing in the world. I think they sound better I think a flock of seagulls sounds better than a gaggle of geese.
But it rhymes, gaggle of geese.
But geese are kind of mean, right?
Well, geese are mean.
I don't know. Anyways.
Turkeys aren't any better. Turkeys are the mean cousin.
But what's a turkey? But like, where does it
fit? On Dad's side.
What's its name? It's just terrible turkey.
Terrible turkey.
Right? It's the terrible turkeys. Right? The terrible turkeys and the crazy chickens.
Oh my God. I'm getting the terrible turkeys.
Right? Right? Here's the wedding, right? So the bride and the groom birds are like, okay, so where do the crazy chickens go? I don't know. Do they go with the terrible turkeys? Do they go with the flock of seagulls?
Or do they go with the gaggle of geese? Who's going to get along better?
Or do they go with the pooping pigeons? I don't know. Right? Like, they got it tough. Yeah. They got it tough. Okay, I got another question for you.
Okay.
What's the point of ants? And why aren't we afraid of them?
Well, regular ants,
yeah,
we shouldn't have to be afraid of them, even though they can cause some problems.
Yes.
Carpenter ants are a bad idea.
Those are a bad idea.
And I believe, is it fire ants?
Those are horrible.
Those are bad.
Yeah, like why do we, like, what's the point of those guys?
Regular ants, they're fine. I think they're just part of the ecosystem.
I don't know what they do, but they must do something.
But we're not afraid of those ants, but there's other ants that we need to be afraid of.
We need to be afraid of, right? Because their job is to maim you. Right?
Well, and the carpenter ants are basically, they're here to like
destroy your property.
Like,
nice. That's nice. Nice. Do you ever wonder why Easter's associated with rabbits?
I have wondered that for years.
And then they introduced the chicken and the hen.
And
if you go to the candy store, now they got the blow dryer and the mirror. So weird. I don't get the connections.
I think Easter is rabbits because it's spring, and when we think of spring, we think of like yellow chicks and fuzzy
baby
brown
bunnies.
White rabbits.
I guess.
Maybe.
I guess.
I think it's really just that part is made up because of the retail, or not retail.
It's weird.
The food industry, right?
Yeah, it's just weird.
They made it up. This is their holiday. This is their holiday.
It is. It's weird.
Just like Valentine's Day is their holiday.
Yeah,
Just like St. Patrick's Day is the alcohol beverage.
Right.
Holiday.
Shamrock Shake holiday. I hear ya.
Right?
Those are my questions this week, Samantha.
All right. Okay. So apparently the bad ratings for Golden Globes was really bad.
Yeah.
It was like in the toiletto.
Not surprised.
Not surprised. I watched parts of it and I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised.
But the Grammys are on the 14th. They're actually going to have live performances.
Well, and isn't Trevor Noah? Isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting. A little more interesting.
He could be. Well, yeah, he could be.
It's hard to say.
Yeah. But do you think it's going to tank, or do you think it's going to do okay just simply because there's music? There's actually something to watch.
I think the world's over these things now.
Well, because it's not fancy.
Yeah, we've moved on, right? We used to watch them for the fanciness.
Yes.
Right? Because it was part of the world of like make-believe that the average folk's not part of.
True.
Now it's just like, it just doesn't see the pizzazz is gone.
Well, when you see them in their own living room, all these actors and actresses and famous people, and you see them in their own living room, I think it's not quite the same.
I think it's not quite the same. You know? And I think because even though they're dressed up, at one point we saw all these people in their own living rooms on their Zoom calls in their t-shirts like me and you.
Yes.
And I think they're just different now.
I agree.
Right? I think they're just different. I watched a really cute, you know how sometimes I get stuck watching that video, the dodo?
Yes.
Whatever the dodo is. I still don't know what the dodo is.
It's a bird.
But it just shows
up. Oh my God, it's a bird.
It's a bird, but it's never about a bird.
No, it's not about a bird.
It's about animals.
Yes.
It's about dogs and cats.
Mm-hmm.
So this week I saw one, and it reminded me a little bit of Checkers, right? Checkers Pashevitz.
Oh.
Right? The HHG's dog.
Yes.
And his name was Benny. And Benny was an ice skating dog. They had little skates for Benny's two front paws.
Aww.
And Benny had been sad during COVID because he couldn't go skating, right? Because remember, they wouldn't let, wherever they lived, somewhere in the States, they weren't able to go on the ice.
Aww.
And Benny was super sad. And then they lifted restrictions.
Ooh.
And Benny was able to go skating. And oh my God, it was the most heartwarming thing. Benny, I don't know, he went and he got his little skates on and he was so excited to go skating on the ice. And then he has his own little bag. He goes and gets his bag that brings his skates and his little sweater. And he's carrying it, right? Goes around, he puts it around his neck and off Benny goes, right? And I'm like, oh God, I love that show, The Dodo. I wish it was on TV.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I just love it so much. And I just thought that was like Checkers Pashevitz, right?
Uh-huh.
Just reminded me of something I could see Checkers doing.
Yeah, but Checkers hasn't done that yet. So.
Checkers hasn't done that. Checkers will do bigger and better.
Okay, for sure.
Checkers is that dog. So right. on when day was it? Saturday night? I think it was Saturday night. I watched on PBS, you know, my favorite channel.
Mm-hmm.
Tina Turner concert. It was her farewell concert from Wembley Stadium from 2000.
Okay.
Oh my God. Guess who else was in concert?
Who?
This girl.
Oh no, were you singing on your couch again?
River deep, mountain high. Right? And then I was doing a little...
Oh my God.
Proud Mary, keep on turning. Big wheels keep burning, turning, whatever that is. Because here's the thing with Tina Turner. Living legend. She is kind of like a Cher. You know every single Tina Turner song, even though you don't think you do.
But you do.
Right? When it comes on, guess what? I'm your private dancer. And you're even doing the Tina Turner voice. Right? And I'm picturing,
oh my God.
I'm picturing, like the 1980s videos of her with her big crazy hair. I was like, for like 2 hours, I was Tina Turner. Remember when I was In Excess? Similar type of thing, right?
That was very exciting.
It was very similar. I was like, it's like I become one with. I become one with. It's like, I swear to God, I was meant to be like a rock star. You better be good to me, right?
Oh, dear God.
Yeah, it was like so cool. And like that Wembley Stadium, there's like 100,000 people there and every single person is standing and singing all of her songs.
That'd be cool.
She is an old lady.
She is.
She's old.
Well, it would be just like seeing Cher, which we did.
Which was awesome.
Fantastical.
Super fantastic, right? Super fantastic. Sometimes when the Cher PBS comes on, it's not a concert, it's an infomercial.
Oh.
Same thing. I get sucked in and I'm like, I got you, babe. Like deep down in my heart, I'm like part rock star. I know I am.
I think you are too.
I know.
Okay. So I don't mean to keep talking about stuff, but I'm going to.
Okay.
The Gen Zers or Zers or whatever they are, the Gen Z people, have tried to cancel Eminem.
Like my Eminem?
Yes.
Like 2 trailer park girls go round the outside, round the outside. Like,
yes.
Look who's back. Like that Eminem?
Yes. Wow. Due to controversial lyrics from the song Love the Way You Lie, which is with Rihanna, they feel like it... they were talking about it in a way that wasn't telling the real truth of, because it was about domestic abuse. Right. So they felt that they were sort of romanticizing it and not sort of portraying it the way it should be portrayed, which is just not great.
Just can't let a song be a song, can you guys?
Apparently not.
Okay.
But what do you think Eminem did?
I probably gave him the finger and said, "Fuck you."
He said, "Nope, you aren't canceling me," and came back with a song called Tone Deaf. So apparently they're like fighting back and forth and stuff. And it's like, don't mess with Eminem.
Don't mess with Eminem.
He's gone through a lot of stuff, people. And he's had a lot of people not like him for lots of different reasons. Right?
Bigger and better have tried.
Bigger and better
and he
have
still
tried.
Comes out on top.
And I don't think they were romanticizing or downplaying the seriousness of domestic abuse. I think they brought it to the forefront.
And sometimes the song is just a song.
And sometimes the song is just a song. Right. But you know what? I think we all just need to go like chill for a minute.
Do you remember a time when we didn't judge and critique everything?
Everything.
To death? Right? That there wasn't always a hidden meaning behind everything.
Well, and the song was made in 2010.
Yeah, so it's older.
It's 11 years old.
Man.
But I don't know. I'm just saying.
I'm an Eminem
They're canceling
fan.
Everything. You can't cancel Eminem because that's who we are.
Yes.
And you can't cancel my skinny jeans or my side part. No. Not that I have a side part.
I have a side part.
Oh, yes, I kind of do have a side part.
What happens if they take my side part? What happens to my hair?
Well, apparently that means that we're just not very fashionable.
Really? Because
if we're wearing skinny jeans.
It's taken me 20 years to just deal with my side part. Right? So dear Gen Zers, right? Yeah. For 20 years, I didn't like a side part. Where were you then? Nobody there supporting me. And then I had to give in that, guess what, Lisa? When your hair gets long, it's side parts.
It's side parts.
So guess what? Pick your battles.
Pick your battles.
Pick your battles.
Okay. So, but apparently, because, all I am looking for is some good sleep. Uh-huh. For a better sleep, experts suggest sleeping with socks.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know. People, they say that your feet will stay warm and this amplifies the blood vessels in your body, resulting in a better sleep. So are you wearing socks to bed, Lisa?
No, right? And I don't want to stay warm in bed. I want to be cool. Right? I just want to be cool in bed, actually. That's what I want. I just want to be cool. No, you know what? I like my feet to breathe.
I do too.
Right?
I do. Yes.
It's like when you go to bed, all things that are breathable are supposed to be breathing. Right? All things are meant to breathe.
All things that should be.
They need that 8 hours to breathe. And I think your feet are no different.
I would agree.
Right? Because nobody's saying put mitts on and go to bed. So,
oh, wow.
Be kind of the same type of thing, right? I don't get that.
Put a toque on your head?
Yeah. Just, no. Not going with that at all. Not buying into that shit.
All right.
Here's some sad news. Walter Gretzky died.
I know, I saw.
All right. And you know what? Here's the thing is I think Wayne Gretzky is synonymous worldwide with hockey.
For sure.
In my opinion, best hockey player ever. Right? And I don't know if people will ever come close to attaining what he attained, nor do I know if you can now either, right? So fair enough.
Yeah.
But his dad was just known as Mr. Hockey.
Yep.
And he was really what a hockey dad should be. Right?
For sure.
Supportive of his son and of the kids. And I just thought, here's Wayne Gretzky. And I mean, how old's Wayne Gretzky? He's older than us, so he must almost be 60.
Yeah, for sure.
And he just broke down. And that emotion was so raw. I was just like, wow, hey, isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Well, his dad was his best bud, you know?
Yeah. And I just thought,
I think that Wayne Gretzky's dad, Walter Gretzky, was as famous as Wayne.
Yeah, I agree 100%, right? And he was a good man. And sometimes, man. Sometimes we just need good men in the world. Mm-hmm. Right? That's.
Have you ever seen the Tim Hortons commercial where it's Wayne Gretzky's memory of getting an autograph from a famous hockey player when he was a young kid?
Oh, he was getting Gordie Howe's autograph.
Gordie Howe, that's it.
Yeah.
And I just look at that and I'm like, that's Canadiana right there.
Right there. Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So Canadiana. So I think it's great. And I'm so sorry that he passed, but he had a stroke too, had he not?
Yeah, and he was getting old, so I think he had had some health issues. He fell and hurt his hip.
Oh.
You know my theory.
Yes.
Right?
That's true.
Right, you know my theory. Okay, question. Box chocolates. Do you think the days of box chocolates are gone?
Well, I think because you can't share anything with anybody.
Do you think that's killed box chocolates?
Well, I don't think it killed it, but I don't think it helped. Huh. I don't think COVID helped the box chocolate industry.
I don't think
all.
so, right? Like, I don't think it did. I think that the world has forgotten that COVID has touched a lot of different things, including box chocolates.
I think individually wrapped chocolates got a lot of attention.
They got a lot of attention.
And I think
the good old box chocolate with the map got kicked to the curb.
It got kicked to the curb because you really shouldn't be touching what somebody else has touched.
Right. Let alone back in the day when you'd have a bite and put it back.
Exactly.
Right? Right? You'd have a bite, I don't like that. And you put it back. And then mums all across North America, who ate the chocolate and put it back? No, not me. Not me. Nobody ever did it.
And how many times did you paw each chocolate?
Oh, you always did. You just picked it up to look at it. You wanted to look at it. Right?
Because you needed to match it to the map.
You needed to look at it to make sure it was the right one on the map.
Not the orange cream filled one or the strawberry cream filled one.
You wanted to make sure it was the chocolate filled one.
Or the caramel.
One. Right? Exactly, right?
Oh my God, can't do that anymore.
Can't do that. You can't just randomly touch a chocolate.
Nope. Damn you, COVID.
Right?
And for sure, the hard one is the one that you have to pop out. What is that? Toffee Faye.
Toffee Faye.
You know how hard it is to get those stupid things?
Only way to get and I don't care. I'm putting this out here, Samantha. I don't care what the world says. The only way to get a Toffee Faye out without it falling on the floor first is to use your hands. If you don't use your hands and you just pop it, that sucker's bouncing off your belly and it's going onto the floor.
You can't get them out of that little cup they're sitting in.
They made those cups too small.
In a graceful way.
No. So you got to put your hand in there, work it around. Your thumb goes on the chocolate dot.
You're like touching everything.
You're touching all of it. You betcha.
Oh my God.
Right? But I think people still were eating Toffee Faye.
Oh, for sure they were.
But I don't think that they've given boxed chocolates the same respect.
No, maybe
If you
not.
touch one, why can't you touch all?
I have no idea.
Isn't that crazy?
I don't know.
I'm just saying.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gary Sander brought up a really good point on Facebook the other day.
You know what? I have to say, I was so moved by that post.
Yes, so was
and
I.
that was the day that you fell and broke your foot. And I said to you, I said,
not my foot,
your
my
ankle. And whatever, it's still part of your foot. There's no picture of an ankle. It's only a foot whenever I do my thing. So it's how's your foot, not your ankle.
Oh, okay.
And when I read it, remember you were still at the hospital and I texted you. I'm like, I need you to go and read what was just posted on Facebook. It's going to make you feel so happy. And it did.
And it did. But she raised a good question.
I know she did.
What is Diana sauce?
Okay. So, dear Carrie. Let Lisa explain this to you. Diana sauce is liquid gold, my friend.
That's not an explanation.
It is a type of barbecue sauce.
Yes.
But it's classy.
Oh, it's so classy.
It's classy because my mom used it. That's how I know it's classy. Anything used by Wendy McIntyre in cooking, classy. Right? Unless it was cream peas on toast or something like that, not classy.
Not classy.
Diana sauce is classy. Comes in a glass jar, glass bottle, classy. Not squeezable. Squeezable's not classy. Right? And it's tangy and sweet. There's no heat to it.
No.
I don't know. What do you put it on? I put it on everything.
You put it on meatballs.
I put it on meatballs. I put it on chicken. I put it on anything. It's just so good. Right? And it's been out of my life for a little bit.
It has been because the co-op doesn't carry it anymore.
The co-op doesn't carry it anymore.
Well, I would like to say, co-op, you don't carry my Folgers coffee anymore, and I'm very upset with you.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Go figure.
I had to send my parents on a wild goose chase for my coffee because I refused to drink theirs.
Okay, princess. Maybe you should just be thankful they have coffee and that they're offering you some. Oh, my God.
Well,
no, not well.
If I'm going to be here for a bit, I'd like my own coffee.
Or you could just be thankful that they're letting you be there for a bit and have their coffee. It kind of goes back to the royal family interview. Two sides. It's all how you interpret it, right? Right? Princesses moved in. And here's a list of my demands.
This is what I'd like you
or
to
I'm
have
thankful to have a place. Yeah, right? Or I'll take my crutches and move this party elsewhere.
Oh, yeah. Where?
Exactly. Right? That's kind of funny.
Oh, that's funny.
That's funny. But Diana sauce is just delicious. So if you can order something from Amazon or wherever, you should do it. I can't imagine anybody not liking it.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's good.
Okay.
It's good. I'm a real chef. However.
She did request something, though.
She's the first one to ever ask, I think.
I know.
So guess what? Since she asked, I said, yeah, you can be. So Carrie Sander, you are the newest member of the squad. And with that comes a lot of responsibility. And I hope you're up for the challenge because it means you got to love Anne Murray.
Yes, you do.
And the Queen.
And the Queen.
And I would prefer that I would prefer that you're okay with Kelly Clarkson, but you don't need her to be sitting in the bus with you.
Oh, okay. We don't, because I am also the person who decides who's in the squad. And I'm totally okay with Carrie being in the squad because she is the first one who's ever asked.
Yes.
But she must like Kelly Clarkson because I do.
That's fine, but she doesn't have to be, but Kelly Clarkson doesn't have to join us. Remember, she pinch hits.
Pinch hits.
Right?
I think we decided Pink was on the squad.
Yeah, but then I thought we kicked Pink out because she was hadn't done much.
No, I think we need to know that was Adele.
Oh yeah, Adele. Yeah.
Girl needs to come back.
Girl needs to come back. We added Ross Matthews.
That's right.
Right? You wanted to add Ross Matthews. I'm like, that's fine.
Yeah.
We can add him. He's pretty funny.
He is funny.
Right?
Well, I'm hoping to get invited to the wedding, so
you're not going to. Oh, how's that going? Have you been contacting him? No, you haven't been.
No, I have not.
No, you haven't. So welcome, Carrie.
Oh, John wants to know if he's on the squad, Lisa.
No. No. There's only room for one guy, and that's Ross.
That's Ross.
Sorry.
I think we kicked off James Corden
to make room for Ross Matthews.
To make room for Ross.
So that's just how we roll. There's only one seat for the man.
Oh, yeah. Okay. But speaking of all the fun that we have with our friends of the podcast, Facebook Tuesday, you guys killed it again.
Wow.
I know. Lisa was like, nobody likes mac and cheese.
It's not even my favorite, but I felt I needed to defend it.
I know. It was funny.
It was, I posted it at 7. I got to work at 7:30, and by then it was slaughtered. And I'm like, wait a minute. This is not how today is going to go.
But yes, it did.
Yes, it did.
And then there was, as John is telling us, there was a Scrapple debate.
Yeah, Scrapplegate. Ugh. Which your mom is on my side with. It's gross and nasty, and people shouldn't eat that.
She was having so much fun responding back and forth.
Right? Who eats all the scraps and fries them up? Ugh.
Ugh.
Yuck.
It's gross.
It is gross.
But apparently people don't like corned beef or bologna all that much either.
I don't like corned beef, right? Because I'm not convinced that it comes from any place that it should come from. And I was surprised that not many people liked it.
Yes.
You know.
But bologna is good if you fry it and put ketchup on it. And then someone suggested barbecue sauce.
That sounded good.
And all I thought was Lisa would do that.
I would do that. I would do that before ketchup. I would pick barbecue sauce before ketchup on anything, actually.
Well, that's true.
Right? And then, I don't remember who it was, but somebody loved mac and cheese loaf.
Yes.
And then again, odd that it seemed like it wasn't something that a lot of Americans knew about.
Apparently, it's a Canadian thing.
Wow. I don't know. It doesn't make us that classy.
No, it does. No, it does not. But that's okay. It was good. It was good. It was good chit chat today.
It was good.
Folks.
It was lots of fun.
I quite enjoyed it.
Me too. Always do.
But this is our call to action. So, when we ask for action. We ask that you invite your friends, your family, to come join the podcast. Listen to us, please. And also join our Facebook, our Instagram, or our Twitter, because we talk about stuff all the time, and we are talking on our social media all the time, and do fun things like Facebook Tuesday. So you can, if you would like to contribute to the podcast, we have Patreon or Podbean Patreon. So it's patreon.com/I Shake My Head. We do have Threadless, which means we have merch. We have merch. So if you would like a mug with our weird cartoon faces on it, for surezies, I just don't recommend the shower curtain.
No, it seems odd.
It seems odd. So that is ishakemyhead.threadless.com. You can find us at pod.links/ISMH or ismhead.podbean.com to listen to us. But of course, guys, you can find us wherever you have a podcast app. Whatever app you've got, we're going to be on it. Guaranteed. We also love being part of the Podfix Network, and there are some great podcasts to check out as well. One we particularly enjoy is Mouse and Weens.
We do enjoy them.
Yes, we do. But I got a life hack for you, Lisa.
All right, Samantha.
You take an empty ketchup bottle, and you put your pancake mix in it.
Uh-huh.
And you squeeze that puppy.
Oh.
And you make a pancake. no mess.
Isn't that interesting, hey?
Life hack.
So that's because pancakes are hard to pour.
Exactly. So maybe you should do this at the Boom Baby Bakery, because don't you do brunch?
We do brunch. We do brunch. Yes, we do brunch. Oh, how about we give it a try?
We'll talk to your chef.
See what she thinks. I'm really, really, really a real chef. Honest, I am. Right?
See what
she's not concerned. She's not concerned about butter because I fixed that for her. Right? Just saying.
There was no Buttergate here, people.
No Buttergate here, people. Lisa had took care of it.
Okay, so they're doing some interesting things in New York with waxed figures.
Okay.
Apparently at this famous steakhouse called Peter Luger, it's in Brooklyn.
Okay.
They teamed up with Madame Tussauds to have celebrity wax figures mingle with the patrons.
Oh.
So there's a Michael Strahan, an Audrey Hepburn, Jimmy Fallon, Al Roker, and John Hamm.
Huh.
Yeah. So they're sitting in this restaurant pretending to be people at a table, and Jimmy sat with Jimmy.
That's funny.
And took a picture and did a shtick for his show. But Lisa, who would you sit with?
Out of those people or any people?
No, those are the people that are there.
I'm gonna sit with Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, okay.
Or I might sit with Michael Strahan and just have some words with him about how he left Kelly Ripa. Right?
Right.
Little him and I time right there.
Right.
Might do that. Who would you sit with?
I would probably sit with Audrey Hepburn or Jimmy Fallon.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Right. Al Roker would be fine, but I don't care about the weather enough.
I don't care about the weather.
Right? Whatever. Doesn't bother me. That's kind of interesting though, hey? I like that better than cardboard cutouts.
Right? So maybe let's because
I'm over that.
But in the sun, they're gonna melt, hey?
They're gonna be very melty.
Not good.
Right? That's not a good thing. It's not a good look.
A good thing. So
it's not a good look.
Maybe like at hockey? Maybe because it's like an arena?
Yeah, maybe.
Indoors?
Maybe like at the curling.
Yeah, maybe.
Right? Maybe something like that.
So
that would be
cooler indoor events.
Yes.
Stick the wax figures out.
That's right.
until a puck comes whizzing into the crowd.
And knocks their head off.
And chops their head off.
Yeah, right? Be interesting, wouldn't it? Be interesting. Be interesting. You know what's weird? Okay, watermelon. Just think about this for a minute, Samantha.
Why is watermelon weird?
Because the name of it. Because everything, right, like think of it, watermelon. That name makes no sense because it doesn't taste like water.
No, it actually tastes like cucumber a little bit.
No, it tastes like sweetness.
It tastes like sweetness.
Tastes like heaven.
Guess what I had today?
What?
Watermelon.
Did you?
Yes.
Did you put a little bit of equal on it?
No, because it's sweet all by itself.
I like it to be a little sweeter. And did it come pre-cut?
Yes.
Good. That's how it should be.
Exactly. But I think the reason why it's called watermelon is because 80% of it or 90% of it is water.
So it's kind of like a health food.
It is. Well, let's not count the sugar.
80% of it is water and the other 20% is fiber. It's fiber.
Well, that's right. You know, you start eating that, you'll be regular.
Oh my goodness. Really? And last week you give me trouble for talking about my poop and today you're goading me with my poop.
I didn't use the word.
Well, you might as well have. You might as well have,
you
right?
Just did.
I'm just saying yogurt does it too.
Okay.
Right?
We're not talking about it, Lisa.
I'm just saying. Okay. Samantha, 2027,
mm-hmm.
the world's first space hotel is set to open. Does this interest you at all?
Not in the least.
Do you care about space?
Not really.
I don't care at all about space. No. I don't care about the Mars. No. I don't care that we went to the moon.
No.
I say keep that money and let's just fix the roads, feed the hungry.
Right?
Right? Let's take care of our own before we take care of the moon. Right? Right?
Well, isn't Elon Musk going there first?
Well, I think so. I think that's his plan.
The other guy who's got a lot of money, who owns Virgin.
Oh, yeah.
Branson.
I don't remember who that is. Yeah.
Branson. Isn't he trying to get a rocket?
I think it's like a big race to who can get the rocket.
Who can get there first.
Right?
Like, seriously, people, when you get there, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
How much fun is Mars? Doesn't seem like that much fun to me.
I don't know. I think you're in a full suit, so you're not like, you're not going for the beaches.
I think it's hot.
You're not going to go climb a mountain because I think there might not be any.
I don't know, right? You're not going and having a drink at the bar because I don't think they've made the bar yet.
So you're going to look at some craters. That's exciting.
Going to look at some craters and maybe, I don't know, maybe some water, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. I've never been there, nor do I care. I think take your money and put it in the earthly issues. Right? There's lots of earthly issues.
Yes.
Even if you don't want to help America, help the rest of the world with their issues.
Help the rest of the world. There you go.
Right?
Worry about us.
I don't care. Every time, and I'm sure I'm showing my ignorance because I get that to be like an astronaut and all of that sort of stuff, you have to be way smarter than what I'll ever be. I get that.
Yes.
Right? And that's only because I don't understand math. That's the only reason why. If it was any other subject that made you an astronaut, I could have been one too.
Yes, Lisa, of course.
Right?
Yes.
I'm just saying.
If only you had applied yourself at school.
If only I didn't just settle with C's and C pluses.
Exactly, because you didn't want to do the work.
I didn't want to do the work.
No.
I didn't want to do the work. Okay, here. This is something that's been kind of kicking my butt lately.
Uh-oh.
McDonald's has a new ad. It's an enticing ad. It's for a chicken burger. And the chicken burger looks just like the Popeyes one.
Yes.
Did you see that?
I did.
And then what they say is, this must be the best in the world with a company that sells you this, and this is the McRib. Lie to you? That's what they're implying. I'm like, okay, first off, your McChicken is never going to be like the Popeyes McChicken. Not even possible. Second off, why are you teasing the McRib?
Exactly.
Right?
So mean.
Mad.
So mean.
And so mad.
But they all, you know who else is doing that? Hey, we're almost as good as Popeyes.
Who?
KFC.
Yeah, and you're not as good as Popeyes either.
It looks almost exactly like the Popeyes chicken.
That's true. On that billboard, right?
Yes. I've seen the commercials too, and I'm like, you just trying to be Popeyes.
Yeah, and you ain't Popeyes. Because guess what? The goal of Lisa and Sam from I Shake My Head is to let the world know you ain't Popeyes.
You ain't Popeyes.
And if you ain't Popeyes, I'm not tasting your chicken sandwich. Right? I'm only ever going to eat one chicken sandwich from one place forever.
Exactly.
And that's from the Popeyes.
Because it's so good.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
So good.
So good.
Okay. So I'm in a new atmosphere. I'm in a new habitat, right?
Yes, you are.
So I don't control my heat.
Oh.
Right?
Oh my God, you're living in old people heat. Aren't you? And they're always cold. Oh. Bad enough you got a broken ankle. Now you're living in the desert.
I'm very much like you at this point.
Yeah, right? And I didn't even break my ankle. Oh my God.
Yes, and you don't even live with an old person.
I don't even live with an old person. I live with a younger person.
Yes, you do.
Right? Oh my God.
So...
How you finding that, Samantha?
Well, I thought I was going to be okay because I was wearing sweatshirts and stuff.
Yeah.
No, t-shirts.
Yeah, no sweatshirts now, right?
I need to
t-shirts or tank.
I need to go get more t-shirts.
Yeah. I find it's t-shirts or tanks only inside. I start off with a t-shirt, move to a tank.
Oh my God.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Never a sweatshirt.
To the point where, because the room that I'm sleeping in gets hotter. So
you have a fan?
The window is like fully open before I go to bed, and I just lay there for a little bit.
Yeah.
With the coolness wafting.
That's so, if you're there in the summer, you're going to need a fan.
No, they have air conditioning.
Oh, okay. That's good. Thank God. Hallelujah. Thank God for small miracles.
And there is a fan in this room, so it could potentially go on.
It could, absolutely, right? As the weather keeps getting warmer.
Yes.
We're still at the red dot for some reason.
Oh my God, why?
I don't know, because it gets cold. This is what Mike says, because it still gets cold at night. You work at night. You're not even here.
No.
I'm here at night, hot, sweating all night long, because it's on the red dot. Right?
You know what? If you moved it, he's not going to know.
I know, but I'm afraid that I won't wake up and remember to move it back in time.
You're afraid that he has a camera.
No, I don't think he has a camera. You know what? You know how he tells? This is what he says. It felt cold on my feet.
Oh
the
my
rug
God.
feels cold on his feet. That's how he knows.
The rug.
The rug on his sock feet.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. On his sock feet.
That's a man who has control issues.
Right? Oh my God, it's so crazy. And then, this is my question, and now, because it's like, why do you gotta have your socks on? Now, you take your socks off if the whole world is dependent on what temperature your feet are, take your socks off. And then you know what I noticed? He's not wearing the white socks anymore.
Oh.
I know. Do you think that means he's got a girlfriend?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Trying to check her, looking and look. The other day he was going out to do something, and he had his mask ready to put on, and I saw him walk by the mirror and he checked himself out, and I'm like, oh, look at you. Look at you checking out the goods in the mirror.
Oh my God.
I'm like, you look good. She'll be happy.
Oh my God.
Isn't that so funny?
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Hilda would shoot him.
I know, absolutely, right? Absolutely. Okay, but that's my question, right? Are men not wearing white socks anymore?
No, apparently not. Apparently John has also switched to black. And okay.
It's like a weird thing. Right? It's a weird thing. I don't know.
Oh my God. Seriously.
Interesting. Okay, so I saw I was getting out of a magazine. It must have been on one of my news feeds. Okay. For Red Lobster, Samantha.
Yes.
They have a Wagyu cheeseburger. So Wagyu beef is the most expensive beef.
Okay.
Ever.
Okay.
Okay. A Wagyu cheeseburger at the Red Lobster, which is a seafood place. What doesn't make sense with that other than all of it?
I think they need business, so they added a burger to their...
Like a fancy schmancy high class burger? It seems really weird. Wagyu beef.
That does seem really weird.
And if you're a foodie like myself, you know Wagyu beef. You're like, oh.
Ooh.
That's like the fanciest of fanciest meat.
I have no idea what that is. And I don't understand why Red Lobster, who deals in seafood, has something to do with beef. I don't get that.
And then today I just saw that they're introducing some fancy noodle bowl. Oh. Dear Red Lobster, why don't you just do you?
They're trying to reinvent the wheel.
I know, right? How about just make a good shrimp cocktail?
How about take off some stuff from your old menu, pare it down.
Keep the biscuits.
Keep the biscuits.
Keep the biscuits.
And just narrow down your stuff. Or
just, you know what? Just keep the biscuits. That's all people really care about. The rest of the stuff I can buy in the freezer.
Oh my God.
Right?
Like what kind of noodle bowl?
Just like an Asian noodle bowl.
Like with seafood and shit?
Didn't say anything about the seafood. I just with the, I don't know.
I think there's something up with Red Lobster, Lisa.
I think something's up with Red Lobster, Samantha. Seems weird, hey?
It does seem very...
All these new fancy foods, I'm like, where's your frozen shrimp?
That doesn't seem normal.
No, right? Where's your shrimp platter?
Where's your shrimp cocktail?
Yeah, that's what people want. And a biscuit.
And a biscuit.
And a biscuit.
And a biscuit.
Right?
Come on now.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Well, now we're to the part of the show that I enjoy the most.
Yes, you do.
Lisa, it's things you want to know. All right. So I got 5 facts you won't believe you didn't already know.
All right. Let's hear them.
Okay. Do you know that you should throw out the cotton ball inside your medicine bottle?
Ew.
Because it collects moisture and it will ruin your medication.
Ew.
Did you know that?
Well, I didn't even know they even still did that.
Yes, they do.
Oh.
Did you know that you should sleep with your door closed because it protects you from smoke and toxic fumes?
Well, as all good married women, I like to sleep with my door closed, right? And you stay on the other side of it. That's an HHG quote.
That's a whole different reason why you should close your door.
I learned that trick from the HHG, right?
Oh my God.
Time to pretend sleep.
Yeah. Just because the door is open or cracked doesn't mean that's not an invitation.
Doesn't mean it's a sign.
It's not a sign.
Not a sign.
Do you know that you will yawn more often than you eat breakfast?
I think you will.
I think you will.
Because you're a yawner.
I am a yawner.
Yeah.
But did you know that already?
No, I didn't know that at all.
No, you did not know that.
No, I didn't.
Did you know that you can't breathe and swallow simultaneously?
Really?
Because they go down the same part of your throat.
Really?
Yeah. See, you didn't know that. Now you do.
That seems like something I'm going to try.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you, Sam. All right,
Don't
I'll give you that.
try that. You'll choke.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm not going to try it.
Oh, my God. Okay, last thing.
Okay.
And because we are almost out of the snow realm of our seasons here in Saskatchewan.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Snow is a terrible way to stay hydrated.
Like don't eat it?
Yes, because it takes too much energy to make it into a liquid and it might cause hypothermia.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Ah, see?
Huh. That's like they say with celery, right? Don't waste your time. You'll starve to death. Yeah. Right? I'm like, let's go on the celery diet.
Yeah, so we'll starve to death. That'll be fun.
Right? Those are interesting fun facts, Samantha.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you very much.
All right, Lisa, do you have an I shake my head?
I do. It goes back to General Hospital.
Oh, God, of course it's all full circle today. It's full circle.
Happened tonight, happened today. Out of the blue, guess what? They killed Franco.
What?
Yes. Bad enough, he has a brain tumor. And he's hearing voices in his head from a memory exchange.
Yes.
And then out of nowhere today, he got shot and he died.
Wow.
Shake my head at General Hospital.
You know what? That happened in the middle of the week. I feel like he'll be alive by Friday.
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen the spoilers, right? I get them all emailed to me, so I'll be up late tonight catching up. Right?
You get them emailed to you?
Yes, I like the spoilers.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because sometimes they're not true, and sometimes they are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm shaking my head at General Hospital. Why are you killing off Franco?
I know.
Right? Doesn't make any sense.
It does not.
What about you? You got a nice shake my head?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I waited in the ER.
Forever.
And you are by yourself. No one's allowed to go with you.
No.
Roll me in on a wheelchair. Bye. And so I'm stuck there and I'm like looking around. You know, I was worried about my battery because my phone sucks it up like this speed of light. So I was like people watching.
Right.
You know what irritates me?
Tell me.
Is when people talk on their phones in public.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Phone should be used as a phone.
Right? In public, like
it's not meant to be a phone in public.
When you're sitting in the second phase, as I called it, I was in one phase, and now I was in the second phase.
Oh God, remember those days? I remember those days
when I was near other people, and I'm like, I'm not talking on my phone in front of other people I don't know,
right? And
having a conversation, but lots of people did, and all I thought was, every phone should become equipped with a plastic cone of silence.
Yeah, it really should. Hey, it really, really should.
Because I don't want to know what you're talking about. I don't care, sir, that whoever dropped you off cannot find you now.
Right? And why can all these conversations not be texted?
I know.
Right?
And I'm just like, oh my God, why am I here?
Yeah. If it can be phoned, it can be texted.
Yes.
That's how I feel. That's
exactly how I feel. In that moment, all I thought was text.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to hear your conversation.
No. Yeah. No. I agree. I think people have no cell phone etiquette in public.
No. Right? We don't teach that. We don't teach etiquette in phoning.
No.
So.
No. There should be like a course on that. You know.
Ooh, thought.
Okay.
Maybe I can roll something out.
You never know, right? You got a little time on your hands.
Time on my hands.
Right? Now, I'm going to be honest with you. When I had my year of time on my hands, I was not very productive.
No, you were not.
I enjoyed the shows. You will be more productive automatically because you like to read. So in your mind, you will automatically feel more productive.
Yes, I will.
Right? Samantha.
Oh, all right. I would just like to say thank you, John, for putting up with us today. Even though he's not part of the squad, that's what he's flashing on the screen, folks.
He's not part of the squad.
Apparently, he's feeling a little choked by that.
He'll be fine.
Remember to check us out on our social media, our Facebook, our Instagram, and our Twitter.
Samantha.
Lisa.
Are we talking about what might be happening next week?
Yes, I guess we could, for sure.
Or are we waiting till we know for sure?
I guess, yes.
Okay, tell everybody.
Janie, Ron Oliver's very famous chef sister, is going to be on our show next week.
Yes, and she is a real chef, people.
She is a real chef.
And I'm super stoked.
We are. We're very stoked.
Yeah. She even has a cookbook.
Ooh, she's got a cookbook. That's
fun. That's how real she is.
She's so real.
She's super real.
Super real.
Super real. So as I said to Janie, right? Sam got to coo about Ron and I get to coo about Janie.
Yes, you do.
Right? So that's what we're going to be doing next week.
Okay.
All right. Samantha, anything else?
No, I think I'm good.
I hope your foot feels better.
I need to get my surgery. That's what I need.
You just need to get that goddamn thing fixed.
Goddamn thing fixed.
Right? I can't even start to heal yet, right? You're right now, technically, they're just wasting your time.
That's exactly how I'm seeing
it.
Actually.
Right? You're wasting my time right now. I should have had my surgery Monday at 8 and 2 days in, and now I'd be 2 days into recovery.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Be a good patient, Samantha.
I'm going to try.
All right. Always a pleasure.
It should be.
This has been a transmission of the Podfix Network. For more about this show and other great Podfix programs, go to podfixnetwork.com.
I'm a real chef. I really am. I really, really am.